So it's both teams making substitutions here.
For your Pistons Dances dance team.
And here's James. And it's James with the jam.
LeBron James, power and athleticism on full display with the jam.
To the wing on the left. Here's Hill. Banked it in off the glass.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries.
Counted.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
To the paint. Here's Wade. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Clearly, Wade knows how to make the most of an inside look, capitalizing on a high percentage chance there.
To the inside. Lanier with the rebound.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Thomas with the ball. Picked up by James. Pass to Rodman. Here's Lanier. Second chance effort. And he sinks the layup. Lanier's got 6.
Boy, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board, because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Inside. James with a steal. To the middle. Here's Wade. James, right side. Pass to Butler. Here's Wade. Tries yet again. And that one good.
Wade getting in there and putting in some extra work. Love the effort.
Lanier. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
And that one's good. James.
And once James gets the ball near the rim, just let him go to work, because he knows what he's doing down there.
Here's Bosch. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more. Great pass by Bosch there.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. James brings the double team. Back to Hill. Pass to Lanier. Just 5 on the clock.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Heat leading by 3. Thomas with a steal. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Down low. Here's Mourning. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
Mourning's got that sculpted body and plays with such strength, able to brush off the contact on his way up for the shot.
Out to the wing. To the inside. Got a piece of it. That's tipped. Drives to the hoop. Bosh. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Really like the long strides Bosh takes on the drive. Outstanding and quickly getting to the rack.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
You don't want one. Make some noise. For your Pistons dancers. Good dance, team.
Pistons trail by 7. Pass to Lambier. Here's to Busher. And that one's long.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Here's Wade. Phillips with a rebound. And now the Pistons in transition. Here's Lambier. Out to the right wing. To the paint. Here's Hamilton. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Inside. Here's Mourning. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Hey, that's the defense's fault right there. I mean, you got to push Mourning much farther away than that.
Pass to Hamilton. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up. He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
To the paint. Here's to Busher.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Miami leading by 7. Pass to Bosh. Back to Wade. Now here's Butler. Beyond the arc. Wallace pulls it in. And here's the fast break. Here's Hamilton. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
2 shots. And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And he's good on the second. James with the ball. On the take. It's deflected.
Nice awareness from Lambeer on defense. Sees the shot forming and gets there for the rejection.
And the bucket is good.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Hamilton. Pass to Lambeer. Here's Billups. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That's on Jimmy Butler. Detroit shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Pass to Bosch. Knocked loose. Here's Hamilton. It's hauled in by the Heat. And they're running. Here's Butler. Here's Mourning. Down low. Another shot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take two free throws.
You know, Mourning plays with such passion. I love it. A leader both on and off the floor. A very imposing center.
Taking two shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Pistons trail up by 8. Here's Billups. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Boy, the competitive spirit of Billups, his size, his strength, his craftiness, all of that. Allow him to play through contact.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
Here comes the T-shirts, everybody. Who wants one?
Miami making a switch here. So it's Miami now. They lead by 4. Right wing. James outside. Here's Adebayo. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
And with a strong physical profile, Adebayo is willing to battle always on the interior. He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own. Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Substitution for your Pistons.
Heat leading by 6. Here's Wade. He's got 11. And Adebayo slams it in.
D-Wade showing you his savvy at work, moving things around and opening up the floor for his teammates.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Pistons making a switch here.
Show them some love.
Pistons trail by 8. The shake. Tipped.
How about the reach of Mourning? Very impressive and very long, too. An elite shot blocker who does a good job timing his jump.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Here's Thomas. Rebounded by LeBron. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Butler can't get it to go.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Over to the wing.
2 minutes remaining.
Clock at 6. Big double him with Butler. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Adebayo. Pass to James. And here's Adebayo. Good. Adebayo's got 6 points.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Wade. To the inside. Here's Dumars. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Dumars is such an outstanding combo guard. He has no weaknesses in his game and is the kind of hard-nosed player that any team would appreciate.
Good on both. Heat leading by 8. Now James. He's got 6. Here's the 3. That one's off, and now he's 3 for 6. Right side, Hill. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Detroit with the ball. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Grant Hill showing you he can get physical when he has to, absorbing that contact, actually seeking it out to draw the foul.
Detroit shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. And so he hits both. The Heat with the lead. James outside. Pass to Wade. The rebound by Detroit. Now Hill. Oh, he tries a 3. It's rebounded by Wade. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. In transition, here they come. Here's Lanier. No good. He's 5 for 9 in this one. To the middle. Here's Mourning. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Outside, Hill to the paint. Here's Lanier. Oh, somehow misses the one-handed flush. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Miami shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 1.
1 second left. And so it's Miami up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Back after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the Heat here?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
He's got a clear path.
How about the vertical of Hill? Outstanding. And rising up and ramming it home. Yes, sir.
Oh, deflected. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. And Detroit making a change here. Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Here's Hamilton. Here's Billups. Offline with a three.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Inside. The ball's knocked loose. Pass to Bosch. Butler with the ball. Here's Hamilton. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by James. And it's Jones with the ball for the Miami Heat. Now, here is James. Here's Bosch. It's rebounded by Lambier. Pistons trail by 6. Here's Stackhouse. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Fancy work that time from Stackhouse. Mercy me.
Down low. Oh, LeBron rocks the rim.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
James attacking. And that one drops for him. James has got 4 points this quarter.
You know, once he takes that first step, LeBron is virtually unstoppable. Raw athleticism gives him the upper hand.
It's James on the wing. There's the strength of the king.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Look at Wallace getting in there, getting busy and dirty, making it happen.
It's his first trip to the line.
For your Pistons.
And the second free throw is good. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. To the inside. Butler. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. And Miami leads by 9.
Look, Butler will get his shot now, forcing his way inside that time.
Here's Lambier. Pass to Hamilton. And it's rejected. Here's Bosch. Watched by Wallace. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's Detroit with the ball. Pistons trail up by 9. Here's Hamilton. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Rip Hamilton getting up. Not just a shooter, folks.
Pistons 5. Chauncey Billups. First.
Miami shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
At the line for the Heat, Eddie Jones. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
What you appreciate about Jones is his well-roundedness. I mean, he's a talented scorer and a superb defender, too.
Timeout.
Detroit calls timeout. You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Break it up. Break up the value. Now.
So it's Detroit now. 9-point game. Pass to Wallace. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Miami leading by 9. Here's James. Nice work inside from James.
You know, what's so impressive to me is the defense is trying to make adjustments, but LeBron's making even quicker reads. That's his IQ at work.
Pass to Wallace. Here's Billups. Back to Wallace. To the wing, right side. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Shot blocked.
Love seeing O'Neal use his body to come up with those blocks. An opposing force and a pretty consistent defender as well.
And the Heat with possession. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. And they're on the run. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Phillips has got 8.
That's a good way to shrink the deficit. Strong defense turns into easy offense.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
The NBA wants to ensure that every team has a shot. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We want parity of opportunity. People aren't interested in seeing teams buy championships, and we've made progress. In the long term, we're better off with more competitive fairness among all of the teams."
That's true. It keeps everything interesting. Thanks, Allie. Pass to Billups. Takes the 3. Here's Lambier. Fires the 3. Rebound Miami.
How does such an elite finisher not throw that down? I'm confused.
And here's O'Neal. Outside for Butler. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. Here's Billups. Goes back up. Here's Stackhouse. Pass to Howe. Here's Billups. Give him 8 points now. Basket's good. He's got 10.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
It's James on the wing. Jones feels it out. And that one is hammered home.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Here's Jones. Following the score by Detroit. Count it.
You know, when Jones takes initiative like this, he's a real threat, slicing to the rim with ease.
Here's Billups. Jones grabs the board.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profile. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Releases from 15. Missed inside.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Stackhouse. Softly drops in the floater. Stackhouse has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Tell you what, these coaches really like it when Stack takes it inside, pounding that paint.
Pistons trail by 9. To the left wing. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. To the middle. Here's Jones. And the whistle blows. And it's going to be over the back here.
Sometimes it's just better to give up the rebound instead of fighting through the guy.
Yeah, I agree. And you've got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball. That just wasn't a smart foul.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Pistons trail by 9. Pass to Lanier. Here's DeBusschere. Here's Lanier. Pounded by Adebayo. Left side, Hardaway. Smith, left side. Outside, Hardaway. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Hey, don't let the height of Hardaway fool you. He's not that big, but he can compete anywhere on the court.
Here's Thomas. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Hardaway. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good. Thomas.
You know, Thomas plays the game with such an edge and attitude and great confidence, and I think that gives him an edge out there on the court. He's always willing to go the extra mile.
Now here's Hardaway. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Tim Hardaway has a really nice skill set. A nightly double-double threat thanks to his scoring and dime-dropping ability.
Tim Hardaway, 2 shots.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
And that's surprising. He's usually automatic at the free throw line.
Thomas, that's good. Thomas has gotten 4 this quarter.
Even though he's a smaller guard, Thomas is not afraid of attacking inside. Really good work there.
Pass to Bosch. Back to Hardaway. And a nice finish on the layup. And Miami leads by 9. Here's Lanier. Down low. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Inside, Hill can be a problem, finding a way to get around the defense and score the ball.
Pass to Bosch. Hill with the steal. And now the Pistons in transition. Ooh, stolen by Smith. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Rice. It's tipped. This will be his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
Here's Thomas. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
Boy, Isaiah Thomas, such a creative ball handler. Rush hour handles and a fantastic feel for how to break defenses down.
Now here's Hardaway. Pass to Rice. From downtown.
Rice.
Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
And it's good. 2 points.
You know, Hill can turn it on so quickly. Once he buries a couple of quick shots, then that basket starts to expand.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
There's no debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Hardaway hits them both. Pistons trail by 7. Here's Hill. There's the steal.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Yes, sir. Chris Bosh finishing with purpose.
And the shot goes. Lanier's got 12.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Back to Hardaway.
Detroit. Foul. Isaiah Thomas. First personal foul. Team 4.
1:36 left in the first half of basketball. Inside. Here's Lanier. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
Well, you know, Lanier excels at taking advantage of his scoring chances, and when he gets on the roll, it's really hard to slow him down.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in this game.
15 foul. Shooting for Miami.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for 2.
That one misses. Here's Bosch. Pass to Rice. Here's Hardaway. And at last, they get one to fall. Hardaway's got 9 points in the quarter.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Personal foul. Team 4.
No good on the free throw.
You know, Grant Hill is a total class act and a special player, too. A hard worker, shows up for his team every game and really tries to make everybody on the floor better.
Smith.
Steve Smith.
Good work there as it goes. Smith's got his first bucket in this one.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
And here's Thomas. He has 6. Shot clock at 6. Pulls it from 20. Adebayo grabs the board. Heat leading by 10.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
That's the end of the
And so it's LeBron James making things happen.
Your Pistons, 69. The Heat, 79.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And it's Miami's ball. Hardaway with it. Smith outside. Back to Hardaway. To the right side. Here's Rice. From outside, off the mark. Pistons trail by 10. Here's Stackhouse. Uneasy, 2 on the layup. Stackhouse has got 6 points.
Got to do more than this to slow down Stackhouse now. He doesn't let tight defense bother.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
And so here is Miami. They're leading by 8. Down low. Pass to Bosch. They grab their own miss. And here's Smith. Here's Adebayo. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. Knocks it loose. And here's the fast break. To the left side wing. Outside Hardaway. Into the lane. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Tonight he's gone 3 of 6 from the foul line.
Shooting for Miami. Tim Hardaway taking 2 shots.
And that one misses. So he comes up empty, missing both. Pistons trail by 8. Here's Stackhouse. Some solid defense from James.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
To the middle. Here's Bosch. Good D by Wallace. Lets it fly. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Hamilton's got 9. Now Hardaway. He's got 9. Pass to James. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. That one won't go. Shooting 7 for 11 now. The pull-up jumper. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Good on the shot.
LeBron James.
16 points for him.
For all his strength and power, James can also be extremely graceful, throwing off the defender with a really nice move there.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
That free throw misses. That one's no good. Heat leading by 10. Here's Butler. Butler goes for it inside.
Easy to see why Butler gets so much respect for his competitiveness. I mean, he thrives at finishing through contact.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Substitution for your
Detroit calls timeout.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
all time. Who wants a free T-shirt? Loudest section. They're gonna come your way.
And the Pistons making a change here. Poke loose. Here's James. Off with the layup. Pistons trail by 12. Here's Hill. Rebounded by Mourning.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And they're on the break. Hill can't connect. It's James on the wing. He's got 16. On the wing, Wade. Miami, no good that time either.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Hill. Blocked. Pass to Butler. On the attack, JB.
Love the force and focus that Butler plays this game with. That was reflected in the finish.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense. One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Pass to Rodman. Back to Thomas. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by James. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie.
Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket, and the finish is going to be something in a poster.
James with a steal. No one near him. Buries the jump shot. James has got 6 points in the quarter. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for Miami.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
He was so well positioned to interfere with the shot.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
Yep, that one goes.
Dominant play from Mourning inside. Even when you come to expect it, he's tough to defend against down low.
Here's Wade. Here's Mourning with the second effort. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in his...
I'm rocking white and gold, it look like I got time. Water coming in and out, it never was a drop. The opposition has tripling there. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Finna show you how to get it. First we make 100, then you stay down, stack your rest, I'll never spin me. Forgiatos, panorama, spoon spinning. Extra green up in my pocket, look like spinach. I put gold all in my mouth, I had a dentist. Go for 2 more, then I finish. I say, better late than never, better late than never. You're better late than never, better late than never. Better late than never, better late than never. You're better late than never, better late than never. Yeah. I call my blade. Shit, pop it out and left it at the lows. They won't get up out my way, I move. I don't trust a soul, I don't trust nobody. Do it by some, I don't trust my own body. You would take a shot and you took her to Chrome Palace. It only took me 1 car, got a mad. This boyfriend put me for a show. I'm rocking white and gold, it look like I got time. Water coming in and out, it never was a drop. The opposition, that's tripling there.
We work to work, you late to work, I holla and they send it. You know my pride was colder than Chicago in December. Came up in Eagle with her mama was her daddy. And when I'm in the Midwest, she say holla at your family. My dog paid me that taste like candy. My dog out laying them low and bring none.
Welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. We've got the San Antonio Spurs and the Miami Heat. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Outside Leonard. And stolen by James. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Just fantastic defense by LeBron. You have to protect the ball or he's going to swipe it from you with his lightning quick hands.
Now here's Gervin. Duncan outside. Pass to Robinson. Lays it up and banks it in.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
Hardaway with it. He's picked up by Parker.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Team foul. Now at the line, Tim Hardaway.
That free throw good from Hardaway.
And with the handle that Tim Hardaway has, boy, he can be fun to watch. There's an obvious joy to his game that you have to appreciate.
There's San Antonio. Out to Duncan. Back to Gervin. It's stolen by Wade. Outside, James. Pass to Hardaway. This one for three. Here's Mourning. Robinson with the block.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
Here's Leonard. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really help make an impact on that end.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Wade misses.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Launches it. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
LeBron with the bucket.
This is where LeBron James is so dangerous. Physically hard to handle on the interior. Turn the lights out.
Pass to Robinson. It's stolen by Wade. Robinson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Wade. Duncan grabs the rebound. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 2. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
And Miami making a change here. Pass to Gervin. Outside for Robinson. Play on the clock. Parker with no one around. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Outside Bosch. Duncan with some nice D.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And here's Leonard. Over James. Leonard, no luck. Butler feeling it out a bit. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Boy, just great instincts with great legs. Kawhi Leonard, since he entered the league, has been a tremendous defender.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop, but he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Wade can't hit. And so it's Gervin with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. To the paint. Duncan. And Duncan throws it down.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Tim Duncan grabs the miss.
Oh, not a good look there, guys. No one near him, and he still flings one off the rim. And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Here's James. Out to Wade. Rebound, San Antonio.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
The Heat trail by 4. Pass to Mourning. And Mourning throws it down.
And that's LeBron, one of the best front court playmakers. That is something you just can't teach.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And the foul on George Gervin.
Second team foul.
That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Inside. Butler.
Yeah, this is what happens when you give Jimmy Butler a lane. He's going to make you pay.
Pass to Leonard. Pulls up on the wing. The rebound by Alonzo Mourning.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Now, here's Parker. Still scoreless. Puts up a 3. Again, Leonard missing. And the points coming for them now, Greg in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like. And Bosh can use his size like he did there. And he can step out and hit the jump shot as well. You love the versatility.
Nobody near Leonard. And the 3 ball is good. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing. Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Here's James. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal
It's on Bruce Bowen.
LeBron James always ready to sacrifice for the play. Absorbs the contact, draws the foul, gets the shot off.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Change here. San Antonio trailing here. Pass to Wembanyama. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Now Wade, poked away, and the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Ginobili, And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Jimmy Butler.
And whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Ginobili makes an impact. The type of player any team would love to have.
And both free throws good for Ginobili. Here's Wade. Here's Butler. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And it's Wade in the corner. That one's good. Just his third make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
Well, this is perhaps the best weapon in Dwayne Wade's very varied arsenal. The feel in the paint, incredible.
The assist.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. And so Aldridge will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Now here's LeBron. And it's good. 2 points.
And they repeatedly froze inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And that one's good. Wembanyama.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Wade feeling it out a bit. Back to LeBron. Butler on the wing. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Aldridge. San Antonio leading. To the inside. Bowen. Kicks it out to Ginobili. Shot clock at 6. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Back to LeBron. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Here's Bowen. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's James. It's hauled in by Ginobili.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Now here's Ginobili. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Wade. And Wade slams it in.
Bam is a menace defensively. This time he uses those active hands to start the break.
Pass to Wembanyama. Down low. Here's Dampier. In the corner, it's Ginobili. Over Wade. The tray. Dampier, no good. Adebayo with the ball. Going inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
A tremendous athlete. Adebayo also possesses great mobility for a big fella, using it to get the call on that play.
Here's Dampier. Hasn't made one yet. That one good for 2. And the Spurs lead by 1. This tug-of-war game continues.
And, guys, that's a lucky number 7 already in this game.
That's a really solid pass from Jimmy Butler. This guy all about making his teammates better.
Pass to Bowen. Nifty move. And it's Miami with the rebound. Butler on the wing. Now Mourning. And stolen by Wembanyama. Wade left side. Now here's Butler. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Boy, I love to watch Jimmy Butler work in the post. High activity level. Hard not to foul that guy.
San Antonio making a switch here. And so Butler nails both of them. Spurs trail by 3. To the middle. Pass to Wembanyama. Mourning with some nice D. A minute 20 left here in the opening quarter. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Oh, late rotation defensively. Butler going to turn the lights out with a pretty jam.
Down low. Here's Keenan. Here's Dampier. And a miss there on the triple. The Heat leading by 5. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Outside Aldridge. And just miss after miss right now. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. Here's James. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Now, guys, this is superior strength by James. Even when the defense roughs him up, he's more than capable of playing through them. It's amazing.
Now, here's Parker. No scoring in this one. On the wing, Duncan hits the three-point bomb.
It's rare that you see this from Duncan, so you know he had to really like the shot.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Back to Parker. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
He got it up. And that one released in time, but no good. Dwayne Wade, he's been the guy making things happen for Miami. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace. Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. And I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
He certainly, DA, is a two-way threat.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
The Heat leading by 8. To the wing on the left. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
Now at the line.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Miami.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight cover.
James left side. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Leonard. To the inside. Here's Robinson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
Love how physical Robinson is, using that size and strength to just put the defense in a difficult spot there.
Robinson hits them both.
Yeah, and Robinson is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader.
The kick out to LeBron. Takes a three. From range, LeBron is good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
The Spurs have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
Shooting for San Antonio.
And he's good on the second. The Heat leading by 10. Out to Wade. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Right side, Butler. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And the Spurs making a change here.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
And Miami has possession. Rebounded by Manu Ginobili. And now here comes Gervin, leading the break. Here's Parker. That's in, coming off the assist from Gervin. Parker's got his first bucket in this one.
And when you give Parker room to work his magic down inside, he knows how to finish with style.
Wade up top. He takes it in. Can't hit from in close. Spurs trail by 8. Pass to Ginobili. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Ginobili's got 5.
And the touch from Ginobili, so clever and confident on the interior.
And stolen by Gervin. Here's Parker. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It'll be a jump ball. Salto.
And so it's San Antonio with it. And the Heat call time here.
Call for the Heat. We want to see you get loud. We've got t-shirts.
Changing it up here. Off the inbound. Hardaway. Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
To the paint.
Clearly a foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Antonio foul. David Robinson.
And the first one drops.
Over 7 feet. Big, quick, great hands. Shaq is a one-of-one type of player.
Here's Gervin. Parker outside. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Robinson. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Kawhi Leonard understands when and where to deliver the ball to his teammates. Pretty play.
Here's Hardaway. And here is O'Neal. Here's Rice. Inside. Pass to O'Neal. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Poked loose. Stolen by Jones. Left side, O'Neal. Over Parker. Goes back up. And the shot goes down. O'Neal's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass earning an additional opportunity.
Left side, Leonard. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Heat ball.
Miami leading by 9. Here's Hardaway. Robinson with the block. On the wing, Duncan. 5 points in the game. Second chance shot. And Robinson with the layup. Robinson's got 8 points.
I mean, just throwing himself on the offensive glass. Robinson knows he has the size and length to capitalize there.
Down low. Here's Parker. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
And Gervin sends it back. Duncan with it. And Bosch picks him up defensively. No good from Duncan.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Rice. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And look at how Rice is just totally ready for the moment. Just put the ball in his hands, and he's good to go.
Duncan outside. And there's the defensive 3-second call. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
George Gervin.
And the technical free throw is good. Pass to Bowen. Here's Dampier. Guarded by Hardaway. Aldridge looking for an opening. Shot clock at 5.
Marcus Aldridge.
Knocks down the 3 ball. Aldridge has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Shaq with it. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
San Antonio ball.
Spurs trail by 3. Out to the right wing. The wide open look here for Aldridge. The quick look, no good that time. To the paint. And the dunk by Bosch.
And Hardaway always looking to incorporate his teammates. You can see him keeping his eyes moving in order to make sure he's ready to deliver to the open man.
To the inside. Bosch. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
For Miami, they have made a little more than half their free throws today, 7 of 12.
Now at the line, Chris Bosch.
The free throw drops for Bosch. And so Bosch nails both of them.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Here's Wembanyama. Outside Aldridge. Pass to Dampier. Back to Aldridge. And there's the call on Bosch. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Now Ginobili. Wade is covering.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
No good from Bosch.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Assisted Manu Ginobili.
The Heat leading by 5, and it's Bosch in the corner. Butler on the wing. Out to Wade. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Looking to get it going. And the rejection by Wembanyama. To the wing right side. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Yep, it counts. Wembanyama's got 8 points.
And that unpredictable nature of Ginobili, it can be frustrating for the defense, especially when he's cutting them to pieces with his passing.
Here's Bowen. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Wade. Driving to the basket. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 10.
So quick with that first step. Wade finds a lane there and exploits it for the dude.
Antonio Ball.
Butler with the steal. And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop. And yes, it's good. And now a 7-point Miami lead.
I'll tell you, you better protect the basketball around Jimmy Butler. The anticipation skills, he'll pick it clean from you.
And the wide open shot from Ginobili. Aldridge. Pass to Bowen. Clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Dampier. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Here's Wade. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Bowen. Now Wembanyama. And stolen by James. Morning inside. Outside Bosch. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. From outside, off the mark. Inside. Stolen by Bosch. It's James atop the key. James all the way to the rack.
This guy is unguardable in the open floor. When LeBron gets into space, you might as well turn the lights out.
To the paint. Dampier. Pass to Aldridge. No good. Shot missing. Nice D from Bosch. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They've led by as many as 11 points.
You know this as well as I do. Dwayne Wade is looking for the contact. This is a big physical player who loves to mix it up a little bit.
San Antonio making a switch here. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Keenan. Here's Dampier. Pass to Keenan. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. Just 5 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Misses from short range. The Heat leading by 8. To the inside. Kicks it out to James. Looks for Mourning. Gets it to him. James in the post. 12 points for him. Off with the layup. 32 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Elliott. Out to the wing. Pass to Wembanyama. The rebound by Alonzo Mourning. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
San Antonio foul.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
First personal foul. Team foul.
No good on the free throw. A different look now for San Antonio.
Now at the line, Chris Bosch.
He hits the second from the line. 6 seconds left in the first half.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For San Antonio, they've knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. You see those numbers read pretty well.
Shooting for
First one falls for him.
Tony Parker. 2.
And Parker drops them both. From deep three-point land. And no good in the last second attempt this time.
With a score.
The clock runs out, and we're at
Heat 60. The Spurs, 53.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. The Heat leading by 7. LeBron James charging through contact.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Robinson. Here's Duncan. Goes back up. Leonard looking over the floor. 4 on the shot clock. A second chance effort. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Wade outside. Butler on the way. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Spurs trail by 9. It's Parker with the drive. Out to Duncan. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And here's Miami. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
And this is why they continue to feed Wade, because when he flips that switch, there's just no stopping it.
My goodness, I didn't think they could top that last dunk, but it only took them a couple seconds.
Not much defense, Greg, on those last few possessions, but does anyone mind?
Not
no.
at all.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, this guy, a dangerous interior scorer at his position, right? Dwayne Wade's so good at making the defense foul him.
He's off on the second. Spurs trail by 10. Here's Leonard. Some solid defense from Butler.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Wasted no time on that one. Leonard's got 9.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range.
James absolutely owning the inside.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
Well, listen, we know that Butler possesses this ability. Break down off the dribble, defender just left hanging.
Pass to Parker. Makes it off the glass. He's got 8.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Wade. Here's Bosch. Here's Mourning. Tries again. He lays it in. Mourning's got the lead up to 12 now for Miami.
And Mourning just a beast on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the board.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. We're fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in a single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level undeniable. Here's Gervin, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
The assist.
That's 7 points for George Gervin.
I love a big man who can pass. Great instincts. Duncan finds the open man there for the bucket.
Wade, bounce pass. James, no good. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. It's a 10-point game. Out to Duncan. Inside. Another shot. Miami grabs the miss. Down low. Shot's good by Bosch. Bosch has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Nice D from Duncan. Spurs trail by 14. Got a piece of it.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Here's Gervin. Second shot opportunity. A three from Leonard. Back to Gervin. Takes it out to Leonard. And it's off from three-point range. The Heat leading by 14. To the paint. Here's Mourning. Duncan with the block. To the middle. Here's Parker. Outside for Robinson. To the paint. In the corner, Gervin with it. San Antonio again missing. LeBron outside. And finished off by LeBron.
This a groove, folks. Offensively, when shots are falling, you're getting to your spots. LeBron James right now on his personal playground.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Well, it's been an expressive team to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Spurs trail by 16. Wembanyama high post. Kicks it out to Ginobili. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Chris Bosh.
Terrific at just being aggressive. Aldridge excels at putting pressure on the D and getting the call.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Here's Smith. And it's slammed in by Smith.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
It's stolen by Jones. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Good work there as it goes. And the Heat lead by 19. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Miami.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Count it. Bosch has got 13.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.